Hey, Yellowstone fans! Hope you're all having an incredible day. Last Sunday, we dove into the latest explosive episode of Yellowstone Season 5, Part 1, and just when things were heating up, we got hit with the shocker of the season. Can you believe we'll have to wait months for Part 2? For a show that usually owns our winter nights, holding out until summer feels downright unbearable. But don't worry, we're breaking down all the juicy details and what this big delay could mean for the Duttons. Let's dive into what's next for Yellowstone. This hook amps up the energy, connects with your audience's frustration, and sets up your insights on the delay and the show's storyline. It seems clear that Taylor Sheridan loves following the latest trends in the TV industry, and today's trendsetter is Netflix, which recently started releasing each new season of its hit shows in 2 parts. When it's Netflix, this decision feels acceptable since they usually release all new episodes at once, allowing us to binge watch. It doesn't feel too troubling to wait for the second part, knowing it will come as a package of multiple episodes for us to binge overnight. That's the trade-off we enjoy with Netflix. With Yellowstone, however, it's an alternate story. We've been getting 1 episode every week for each season, and fulfilling us is rarely enough. Parting the season into 2 sections has just made it seriously disappointing. According to a showcasing viewpoint, be that as it may, both Netflix and Sheridan know their business. Delivering a season in 2 sections permits them to extend their presence across the year and fabricate expectation. That being said, we were simply becoming accustomed to Yellowstone Season 5, so we're uncertain the way in which we'll answer Section 2 when it shows up, as we might fail to remember a ton by then. On the off chance that you're like us and will generally fail to remember a series, except if you're gorging it, then, at that point, you've tapped on the right video. All set over the occasions of Section 1 and get ready for what's coming to some degree too? How about we make a plunge? To some extent, one of Yellowstone Season 5, things were very uncommon. Interestingly, John Dutton turned into a lawmaker, making Beth generally a legislator too, since the family needed to cooperate for political increases. This implied investing more energy with Jamie than any other time, which brought the ill will among Jamie and Beth to the surface as they continually conflicted indeed, generally Beth going after Jamie. Jamie likewise started a sentiment with Sarah Atwood, another market values leader. In the interim, Monica lost a child, which carried her nearer to John and the Yellowstone farm. John began an undertaking with Summer, who likewise shaped a kinship with Beth. Tare, then again, wasn't as engaged with the headliners, yet the flashbacks uncovered a lot about the farm's past, his job in it, and how he and John constructed their domain. Things got even more intense in the Part 1 finale, Episode 8. We watched Jamie and Sarah finally step into the spotlight as Jamie called on the Senate to impeach Governor John Dutton. Why? Surprisingly, the Senate found Jamie's arguments reasonable and began an investigation into John. When Beth found out, she immediately went to Jamie's house and confronted him. At first, we thought it would be another scene of Beth insulting Jamie, but Sheridan surprised us by giving Jamie some leverage. Jamie revealed he'd buried his father in the Duttons' burial area, where their enemies lay. This shocked Beth, as she didn't know about the darker side of her family's dealings, many of which Rip had managed. Jamie was sharp in his choice to cover his dad there, guaranteeing that assuming he went down, the entire family would go down as well. Eventually, both Jamie and Beth arrived at a similar resolution. The main way out was for one of them to kick the bucket. They started plotting against one another, meaning to kill. Jamie counseled Sarah on this, realizing Beth would attempt to kill him in the event that he didn't act. Sarah, being a genuine femme fatale, guaranteed him she knew individuals who could help him, meaning they wouldn't take a risk with anything. Beth, then again, went to John and inquired as to whether he'd be alright with killing Jamie. In spite of the fact that we didn't see John's reaction, he made it clear in Season 4 that he actually thought often about Jamie and couldn't bear his demise. This time, nonetheless, we don't know whether he'll be as humane. With regards to really killing Jamie, John might delay, actually feeling a dad's adoration. This could mean certain death for John as well as the Yellowstone farm as far as we might be concerned. However, we actually don't think he'll kill Jamie. This could imply that Jamie could come out successful to a limited extent too by killing Beth. So, what do you think? Will Jamie go all the way and take down Beth? Or could John's fatherly instincts get in the way of the ultimate showdown? Drop your theories in the comments. I can't wait to see what you all predict for part 2. And hey, if you're as hooked on Yellowstone as we are, hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and share this video with fellow fans so they don't miss out. Thanks for joining us, and stay tuned because the Dutton family drama is only just beginning. See you in the next one. This ending adds excitement, encourages engagement, and builds anticipation for future videos.
To select a new voice, just click on the speaker image or name. Browse and listen to our vast selection of voices and pick the perfect one for your project. Press Generate on the right to get started and then Play button to listen.
Kickstart your content creation with Jenny and unleash your creativity. Empieza ahora. Abshuruho.